Welcome back to Call of Duty Black Ops 7 Zombies. Now, this is recorded after the fact because I already made the whole thing, but I didn't realize I wasn't recording until in the game already, so I missed the whole intro and all that stuff. So this is the intro I'm going to use. But I unlocked Golden Dragon on the Raiden 45K today. It was a great game. A lot of stuff I talked about, but then, you know, it started off kind of iffy because after I figured out, yeah, it was annoying. But hope you all enjoy. Like and subscribe. Let's get straight into it. Are you fucking kidding me? I thought I was recording this entire time. It's seriously been like 15 minutes of me just yapping. There's no fucking way. Oh my god. I thought I was recording for the past like 15-20 minutes and I was just playing the game yapping. But anyways, to recap, I need to get dead wire kills on this weapon and get gold on this gun so we can move on and progress quicker and hopefully get this camo done soon. I can't believe it. I was having such a, oh my god, that was like one of the best. That was like flawless almost. And I think I was talking about the singularity camo and how great that looks before I realized. So we're gonna get back to that. The singularity camo is one of the best camos that they've had, honestly, I think. But I was torn between Infestation and Singularity. I don't have Infestation yet, but just looking at it, it looks great. And then I went from that thinking about how bad Damascus was and how Infinity Ward is making the next game. But we can go back to Damascus. So Infinity Ward is making the next game, and they have made the worst CODs out of the past few years, I'd say. Modern Warfare 2019, the maps were horrid. And the game looks nice, looked appealing, it looked fun to play and move around in, but the maps promoted such a campy play style that it didn't work well, and people were just camping all game and just getting 20 kills average. Like that was an average just 20 kill game instead of games now in this game where I'm dropping 80, 90, 60, 70. Like these are the average kills games I'm getting. In Modern Warfare 2019, it just wasn't possible until Shipment, Shoe House, and all these other maps came out. But at the beginning, the launch of that game, the maps were so horrid. Some of the worst maps to play on, just playability, because the way they were set up just promoted camping. It promoted sitting in a corner listening for audio cues the entire time, which made it not really enjoyable from a multiplayer standpoint until Warzone came and saved it and everyone started playing the game again. But without Warzone, that game it doesn't see that type of revive. It doesn't see that type of player base coming back to it because the game just didn't promote actually playing. It just promoted sitting there and listening and camping the entire time. And along with that, the camo grind was one of the hardest camo grinds you could do for one of the worst master camos they've ever released. Damascus, it just sits still, it doesn't move, it doesn't do nothing, and it's one of the hardest grinds you can possibly do. It took so long to get any of those done, and the challenges were just bullshit. Like you had to do 100 mounted kills or some absolute bullshit. It was just ridiculous what they're asking. I'm glad that I think Modern Warfare 2 was the first one to do this. I think Infinity Ward did bring it apart to make it more casual for camo grinds, which is honestly better because what they were asking for Cold War and Modern Warfare 2019 and all that, they were just ridiculous, and the volume you had to do, and the challenges too were just ridiculous. Those stupid challenges they're asking you to like duck behind cover and kill an enemy or something, where you had to camp up in Nuketown and hide behind the little window. It's just dumb. You have to rely on it. You have to change your whole playstyle to get them done, and these games you don't really have to do that anymore. You can kind of play how you want to play and you'll probably get most of them done, but they promoted it in the older games, just straight changing your playstyle and playing like completely opposite of how you normally would play. So instead of running around and killing people like normal, you just have to sit in a corner and wait and pray that people walk by you or come up to you so you can kill them and hope it counts, because half the time the credits weren't even counting. You just had to hope it would be counting and wouldn't glitch out and wouldn't mess up. Like in Vanguard was one of the worst because it just didn't work. The camo grind was broken for like not 4 months, but it was like 2 months straight where you just couldn't unlock the thing because the stupid Panzerfaust just wouldn't work. It just wouldn't shoot down airstreaks, and they had to change it to where you had to kill 3 dogs in a match. So instead of fixing it to make it do what it's meant to do, they just made it to where you can kill dogs and it counts. So I mean, Modern Warfare 4 might be cooked just because of GTA 6 coming out. I don't know if it will. I don't know what they could possibly do to even combat that besides releasing it early. But then once you release it early, you get the month of sales in, you get the month of player base in. It's just going to dip down unless the game is that good. Unless they go back to the old ways of playing the game is just going to dip back down to where it was before. Like it's just not going to be great, because after the first month or two, COD already dips because people are sick and tired of playing the game. They're sick and tired of the guns, they're sick and tired of the meta, they're sick and tired of things that come with the game. And then you're going to put a new game that's been hyped up for 10 plus years now, and you're going to expect the numbers to be even remotely what they typically are. Especially, I think this is one of their worst selling, maybe not worst selling, but it's worse than they did last year for sure. And Modern Warfare 3 was great, but that was Sledgehammer. That was an Infinity Ward. Infinity Ward did Modern Warfare 2, which sold fine, It sold great actually, but it was not a great game. I don't know how it sold that well. I think it was because of casual players, because of such strong SVMM, and there's no movement, so you don't have to worry about moving around. You just get to run and gun. The entire, there was no slide cancel. You had to like dive everywhere. So slow movement wise. But I don't think they can have a repeat of that, because Modern Warfare 4, it's just, they're probably going to try to bring SVMM back, which might cater to casual players, but even then, SVMM doesn't even always work. It'll still somehow put you in games where you're playing against players is better than you half the time. You're never really on the same skill level with half the players. Oh my, what the fuck was that? SVM doesn't really, it's too strong in these games. They can do it casually too. Like they can make a casual SVM. Like 2K in the theater mode, I think they have SVM based off your like wins or something. It's based off the little icon you get. It's like Hooper, Pro, Rookie or whatever, and it's based off how many wins you get without losing. So if you're a pro, you're playing against other pros. You're like a Hooper, you're playing against other Hoopers, and it honestly works pretty well because you're playing against basically your skill level. You can go on a win streak against a few bums, but then you're playing against players that are pretty much on your level the entire time, and the games are close and competitive. 2K did it well. COD, it just never has been done well. They just don't do it well. It works too well because they're bringing you back down to your SVM level, or where they think your SVM level should be. But to do that, you have to play against great players that are way above your SVM and are way better than you at the game. So you have to die 30, 40 times and get like 10 kills to get brought back down to reality, and just it sucks. Which is why they should keep how it is now in the game. But I don't think Infinity Ward wants that. I don't think Activision wants to keep no SVM. I think they want to bring back SVM, and they're gonna blame Black Ops 7 sales on SVM when it was never that. It was just because it was set up for failure. You can't release the same game back-to-back years and expect it to do better. Modern Warfare 3 sold worse than Modern Warfare 2, even though it's a significantly better game. But they're not going to use that. They're going to look at it and be like, oh my god, look at these numbers, and they're going to use that as reasoning to just ignore it and then bring back SVM, even though people don't want that back besides very, very casual players. They could find a better way to implement it too. I don't know. They could figure it out. I don't know why they have to put this super... They also lied about SVM not being in the game for years before this year. They just wouldn't acknowledge it. They just said, no, you guys are crazy. It doesn't exist. From Modern Warfare 2019 to Modern Warfare 3, I think they just avoided it and didn't mention. They don't think they mentioned it until Black Ops 7. I don't think they mentioned it. I think they admitted it was real at some point because they had to, because there's evidence coming out that it was real. But then they try to say, after saying it wasn't real the entire time, they try to come back out and say, oh yeah, but it's always been in the game since the old games. And it just hasn't. It's not the same thing though. They're just dishonest. It's just, you're leading people on. It's just intentionally dishonest. But that's Activision for you. I mean, they're going to be dishonest. They sell more to make more money, to do whatever they have to do. They're going to lie until they can't, until they physically have gotten proven wrong, and they're like, okay, yes, this wasn't a thing, and people are still going to eat it up and buy the game anyway, so it doesn't matter what they say. But I wonder what they're going to do for Modern Warfare 4, because Modern Warfare 4 is pretty much set up for failure. So maybe they're going to chalk it this year and just let it rock and just try to get the sales they can out of it, and then this year after that is when they really go in on it. I'd watch out for them potentially bringing back features everyone has wanted, and then after they underperform, because it's going to underperform no matter what they do, they're going to take them back out and just be like, oh yeah, they underperformed, so we're not bringing the features back if no one buys the game. And people are going to they're going to be okay with it. They would do something like that, and they probably will do something like that. I wouldn't be surprised one bit if they do something like that. You see the Ghost of Hope got packed up? The Activision sent him a cease and desist letter to stop leaking the game. Apparently, this is what, according to him, he didn't post a letter, he didn't post nothing, so this is according to his word. The Activision told him to stop leaking things in the game just a week or two, maybe it was 3 weeks after he said they were working on a standalone zombies game. So that could potentially mean that they are in fact working on one potentially, and he leaked it and they got pissy about it. He also could have ran out of sources and just lied and said that he doesn't have any more sources, so he's just gonna pretend that Activision's suing him, which I would assume he's not lying, because Activision would sue the shit out of someone. Like Epic suing someone that leaks shit from their game. He was a higher up at Epic Games. He was a developer there, and he was leaking shit from Fortnite, and they just sued him. They're suing him right now. I think today came out today that they're suing him. So that guy's absolutely just fucked. He's just done. I think he's been doing it for quite a while. They try to say in the lawsuit, or they're saying in the lawsuit, that jeopardized potential collaborations in the future and ones they're currently working on now. Any collaborations they're working on now might be in jeopardy because of that guy leaking everything. But that's an absolute slam dunk lawsuit. Why would you, like, he posted on his own account and broke the NDA about leaks. I don't know why you would do that when you could just give the information to someone else and they leak it, or you do. I don't know why you're posting it from your own account to try to get up. It's so dumb. For what? Some extra clout? Like, you don't even get nothing off Twitter, really. You're not making much money off Twitter, so what's the point of doing it? You just cost yourself at a position at Epic Games for what? To leak some Fortnite content? Like, what are you doing? I saw advice on how to kill this guy, and it's still just shoot him in the shoulders. But it's still like it doesn't work well. Like it works 100%, but he's just annoying to kill even with that. I lied. It does work actually. It works well in the early rounds, but when you get to the later rounds, like round 28, 30, 30 something, when there's 2 of them spawning every time, it just doesn't work because you gotta focus on the zombies, and then he's coming around and annoying and everything. But I do appreciate the advice I got from y'all. I did get some advice from y'all on how to kill him. I saw someone say use the drones, like throw drones at him or something like that. I haven't tried that yet. It might be better, but the main one I saw, shoot him in the shoulders and then use like the drones to throw at him, and it should work significantly better. So maybe I'll try that next time. I'm also not even sure if Mars is the best map to do it on. I'm not sure if this is the best way to get the camo done. I don't know if directed mode's better. I don't know if this is better. I've just been doing this without looking much into anything else because I just wasn't worrying about it. Oh my god, I'm getting touched. I can't believe I went that long without realizing I wasn't recording. I seriously had everything. I was like on a roll too. That was like so perfect. It's actually ridiculous. You want to know what Steve Kerr said about trading Jonathan Kuminga and not starting young players and giving up on young players? He said you can't expect him to start 19-year-olds on championship teams. Is a difficult thing to do, or a difficult subject to go around when this 2026 Warriors team, 2025-2026 Warriors team isn't a championship squad, and we had him on the 13th man. He wasn't in the rotation. We took him out of the rotation to put Podziemski in, to put all these players in that don't need to be playing. Half of them don't need to be playing over Kuminga because he just hates Kuminga. He likes Podziemski and he hates Kuminga. And instead of playing the better player or playing a good player and giving him actual meaningful minutes and letting him do his thing, he's like, no, we're just going to trade him for Kristaps Porzingis' corpse and not winning games or playing any games at all. It's just absolutely insane logic, insane reasoning. It's so dumb. Absolutely. I can't even put into words how dumb he is. I think the Warriors are better off if Curry retires. So I'm assuming when Curry retires, Curry's not coming back either. And that might be a blessing because Curry is just such an incompetent coach. Even though he's won 4 chips, I know he's won 4 chips, but he's been incompetent for the past few years now. Ever since the 2019 finals, he's been incompetent. Because even in 2022 when they won it, he wasn't very competent. It's just that Stephen Curry was so good, it didn't matter if Curry was good or not. It didn't matter if he was on his game or doing well. Steph Curry just made up for whatever the hell Curry was fucking up. Why do they always have one scraggler like zombie sitting over there and just coming? Why not come out with everyone else and let me kill you in the whole train? I need 8 more. Okay. I actually cannot believe it. I'm such an idiot. How did I not realize? I was so locked in. I was so insanely locked in too. I think I got everything I was doing anyway. It'd be fine if the shoulders are easy to shoot out, but even then the shoulders take forever to shoot out. Oh no, I'm stuck in the corner. See, that's why they're annoying. Again, I think the Pack-a-Punch camos are genuinely better than Damascus was in Modern Warfare 2019. I think it's better than Orion was in Modern Warfare 2. I don't know why Infinity Ward's even allowed around camos. They shouldn't be allowed around camos. They just don't make good camos. I mean, they made Platinum in Modern Warfare 2019, which was just basic and dumb and dull and stupid. And they made the gold, which was kind of cool because it's black accents, but it didn't look like gold. It looked like a wallpaper almost, just on a weapon. It just didn't look great. So I don't know why Treyarch, maybe Treyarch is involved. I don't know if Treyarch makes every camo or not. I doubt they did. I don't think they made that 2019. I don't think they're involved with other games camos. I think they just make their own camos. So I think Treyarch should just always be on the camos no matter what. And if they are always on the camos already, then how in the fuck do they make that Damascus? Because that Damascus was just not a great camo to grind for. Like, how are you gonna make the hardest thing in the game so unfulfilling, unrewarding? Like, what's the point of doing it? You can't, in that game too, you couldn't prestige or anything either. So it's just straight, there's no prestiging down. It's just level 155, get to rank 155 every year after they reset you down to like level 55 or 60 or whatever the hell they reset you down to. And that should be gold. Golden Dragon. Even then, Golden Dragon's better than Golden Modern for 2019. I just want that to be known. It's just better. Any camo from these games are honestly better than Modern for 2019 camo. I just want it to be known. Oh my god. I cannot believe that was 11 minutes without, oh my goodness. Here's Golden Dragon on the Raiden 45K. I'm not going to go into game because, you know, but it looks pretty cool. I like how it looks. I like the camo. Again, better than Modern for 2019 camos any day of the week. Even on the lowest, these are the lowest of low settings too. I'm not up in settings. It's the lowest of low and it still looks like it. But I guess that's it. I'll see y'all next time. Peace.